Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. So guys, just because Venus is right now strengthened in the transiting in its own Libra sign, and even on a day when I'm recording this video, Moon is transiting in Aries. It is opposing the planet Venus. So I just thought we can have our discussion on a topic connected with Venus. And what could be better topic than talking about your love life, talking about your matrimonial life, which we generally get, the information of which we generally get from the 7th house. So guys, in this video we will try to do a whole whole journey of the 7th lord, and we will try to understand that if it is going to be placed in different houses in your astrological chart, what could be the impact of marriage of your partner in your life. Here we are not talking about the characteristics. Here we are not talking about that whether marriage will work or not. All what we will talk about that is the impact of the partner or marriage in your life. And for all those people who are new to Vedic astrology, so when it comes down to the 7th house, what all are the attributes of the 7th house, what all information we get from the 7th house. So guys, 7th house is like the other people in our life. I always say the kind of strange encounters you get when you are going to work, and in the transit you have had some strange experience, or someone actually gave you a piece of wisdom randomly, strangely. So all those strange encounters generally happens from the 7th house. Along with that, our long-term alliance, commitment, partnership, business partnership, your luck and your fate in business. Are you meant for business, or are you meant for doing a regular job? So the business prospects we generally see from the 7th house. Many people say that this is also the house of the open enemies as well. Along with that, the foreign settlement can also be seen, like what is away from you. So that is the 7th house. So foreign settlement can also be seen from the 7th house. And 7th house is the house of your marriage, your matrimonial life, the kind of experience you will have in the marriage. And we say that the characteristics of the spouse can also be decoded via doing a proper analysis of the 7th house. Now comes the question that if 7th lord is going to be placed in the different houses, how it will impact your life. So starting first with that if you will find the 7th lord to be placed in the first house in itself. So guys, one of the rule of analysis in Vedic astrology is that if the planet looks back its own house, it always tries to safeguard its matters. So with this kind of placement, what we get to know that the partner is going to be very caring. And some people, some astrologers also say that when we talk about some sort of karmic connection with the partner, like someone whom you know from the past life, so it's not only that 7th lord being in the 5th house of Pur Punya that ensures that. Even if 7th lord is going to be placed in the 1st house, that also tells about some sort of like karmic ties from the past. We generally say this thing that the partner marriage is going to have a major say in your life, like in every area and section of your decision making of your life, partner and the marriage will have a major say. This could be a case that after getting married, your partner also joined your family business, or your partner also started advising you in all of the life matters. So this could be one such combination. And I have also seen that in all those charts where if 7th lord is placed in its own house, in the 7th house in itself, or if 7th lord is placed in the 1st house, these people don't have to worry too much about the marriage. At the right time, the right people on their own enter in their life and they easily get married, compared to in certain combination where you have to work very hard to find someone. But this is one such kind of combination where the partner and the marriage happen on its own, like when the right time comes. And yes guys, partner and the marriage is going to have a major say in your life. Like this is one such kind of combination where I always advise, do get married if you actually want to have that stability in your life. And these are like those people who always get supported by other people. Now let's say for example, if 7th lord is going to be placed in the second house. So guys, in like certain combination, for example, if you will take up the case of the Libra rising, then seventh lord becomes the planet Mars, and if it is going to be placed in the second house, it is getting strengthened over there. One like a red flag with this combination is that if seventh lord is going to be placed in the second house, so it is eighth from its original placement. So that also tells about because this discussion is about the impact of marriage in your life. So this is going to be a combination where the partner will definitely try to change you or transform you. Now, is it going to be happening for good? Is it going to be a smooth process? That is dependent on the nature of the planet. So for example, in majority of the cases I've seen, like even if you will take up the case of the Gemini rising, seventh lord becomes the planet Jupiter, and if it is going to be placed in the second house, Jupiter is going to be exalted over there. So I mean to say, based on the nature of the planet, now just because we took the example of the Gemini rising, so now if the seventh lord Jupiter is going to be exalted, so the day this person will get married, wisdom will dawn upon in the life of this person. This person will get the very good ideas in business, how to manage his money, how to manage finances, because the seventh lord is getting exalted, and a planet in itself like Jupiter, which represents finances, Jupiter which is the significator karaka of the second house, which is the original house of the finances and the wealth, your saving potential. So in those kind of cases, it has been generally seen that once the partner enter in your life, the matters of your finances, your virtues, your values, they go through a lot of transformation. The only concern is that especially in the traditional families and the big joint families, if the seventh lord is going to be a malefic planet, so like in the case of the Libra rising, this could be a case that if your seventh lord is there in the second house, your partner might not get along very well with your family members, especially if you belong to and you come from a big joint family. Over there might be some sort of clashes if the seventh lord is going to be naturally malefic planet. And you see guys, I do not want to talk much about the longevity of the spouse, but there are like certain combination, like if seventh lord is going to be placed in the 8th house, or seventh lord is going to be placed in the second house. So that tells about that between the lifespan of the person and his or her spouse, there is going to be long gap. I mean to say, like one person might die at 70 and the other person might die after like around 85 or 90. So there's a gap of the 20 years, which if you are young, it might not matter a lot to you, but once you are in that old age, you want someone to talk to. So over there, this could be a red flag. So about the age gap. But yes guys, the marriage or the partner will transform your finances, your values, your outlook towards the life. Now if you will find that the seventh lord is going to be placed in the 3rd house. So guys, generally it has been seen that in certain cases where you know, because I come from very big family, joint family culture and all, so in some families where the man where the man is very introvert, or like just want to keep everyone happy, so even if this person has to give any bad news or some unpleasing news, or even if he has to say no, like you have gone to his house, to this person's house to sell a insurance policy, and this person is not comfortable buying that, so he might feel shy to say no to your face, but he will put his wife in front to say no on his behalf. So I have seen that, like, you know, in your case, if your 7th lord is in the 3rd house, your partner, your spouse will be your spokesperson. So it's not like that that happens in the White House or in the presidential situation where there is a spokesperson or a PR team to talk on the behalf of the president. It happens in every household as well. But yes, this is one such kind of combination. See guys, if 7th lord is there in the 3rd house, that means it has gone 9 places ahead of it. So that means the arrival of the partner actually activate your hidden prowess or your hidden courage. You might have many dormant talents which have been lying hidden, or this could be a case that once the partner will come and your partner will encourage, motivate you to work on those talents of yours. So this could be one such kind of placement. Again, depending on the innate nature of the seventh lord. If seventh lord is going to be very harsh or malefic planet, so then in those kind of cases, this could be a case that your partner might have issues with your siblings or with your friends. Now let's say, for example, if your seventh lord is going to be placed in the fourth house. Now guys, this is one of the best placement, especially in the material world where we are living in. I've seen that, like, seventh lord in the fourth house, seventh lord in the 11th house, these are those people immediate after marriage they went on a spree, they go on a spree to accumulate, amass many things. Like, you were even not being able to buy a house, have some like saving, have a car and all, and once you get married, somehow your fortune on a material aspect got activated. So this tells about that. So in a modern day and age, guys, when we talk about that, your material resources and all actually plays a very significant role, the way you are being assessed, perceived and judged in the society. So this is one such kind of placement where partner plays a very significant role. This could be the case, the partner will financially, monetarily will contribute, or this could be the fortune and the stars of the marriage of your partner will help you over there. Marriage also makes this person very secure, and there is a high possibility that you will find a domestic partner who will blend very well within the family values, and the person is going to be like a keeper, like he he will make you or your life very secure. We have seen that. Now, if you will find the seventh lord to be placed in the fifth house of yours. So now guys, there is a lot of good stuff happening with this kind of placement. First of all, seventh lord has gone 11 places ahead of it, which is a good sign for the gains through marriage. This also tells about that there might be some past life connection with the partner, with the spouse. It's a good placement, and somehow your intellect, your decision making, your thought process matures with the marriage. So it's a good combination. It also tells about that your partner might be very educated and might have some good fancy degrees, and the partner might be very charming, very attractive. And let's say, for example, if your fifth lord is also very well placed, so that also tells about that with this partner and through this marriage you will have a very successful progeny as well. So this is one of the good placement of the seventh lord to be placed. Now guys, let's say, for example, if the seventh lord is going to be placed in the sixth house. So see guys, again, our mindset is that we only want to extract the happiness, comfort, enjoyment, pleasure in every aspect of the life. But this is one such kind of combination that, let's say, for example, it's not only about seventh lord being in the sixth house, but if, let's say, for example, your ascendant lord in itself is making a combination, your first lord is there in the eighth house, being a malefic planet, it's conjunct with like another malefic planet, like for example, you are a Aries Lagna and your ascendant lord Mars is there in the 8th house conjunct with Saturn. So that means your life in itself is very turbulent. So in this regard, your partner will blend well, because your partner will help you resolve any dispute or conflict. But yes guys, this also tells about that due to some reasons partner might be missing in the life. Like I have seen many charts where people are in military, army, and throughout their life they were being deployed in different places, and the partner was just in the house by himself or herself. So this could be one such combination. The health of the partner might be a constraint as well. And again guys, I do not want to scare you, but sometimes what happens is that you have to understand your fate, your destiny, your stars. Sometimes like they're like those people, I will give you that context in short. So there have been those like once a very sad family came to me from Punjab, and they told me that it's like, their kid, their only son, the family was very rich, many farms in Punjab, and they said that initially when he was like young, adolescent age, young college, he was in drugs. He keeps on tormenting us, torturing us because of that, and afterwards he got sick, and just for his treatment we have to pay so much. So in short, we did not get any happiness from him. We only faced problems, and he only came in our life to torment us. So sometimes some relations are like this only. It's like a payback. In this life, through that relation it is a payback. Now again, those parents were very enlightened because they were able to understand why certain things happen. Most of the people are not even enlightened to see through things, that why certain things are happening, why it is happening as a pattern back to back. So that is what I'm trying to tell you, that 7th lord being in the 6th house create the concerns of the health of the spouse. The partner might be missing in major areas of the life, and some sort of like pain or a payback. This also tells about that. If your 7th lord is in the 6th house, we generally say that doing the background check, proper like transparency in the assets of both the person, all of that becomes very important, because what I've heard that in the Western countries and all, divorce can be very ugly. Your partner might take away half of your stuff. So this is an alarming kind of situation. I do not want to sugarcoat it. This is what it is. This is how it is. Now guys, if 7th lord is going to be placed in the 7th house in itself, so see guys, this is a kind of a placement which tells about the purity in the essence of the marriage, like, and all dependent on the planet which is going to be there in the 7th house. If it is Mars, your partner is going to be very protective, very possessive, youthful, slightly aggressive towards you in order to protect you. If it is Venus, love will manifest in the purest of the form. Same is the case, and same is going to be the experience in the prospects of the business, in the commercial relation as well. You might be very well suited for the business as well. So if the 7th lord is placed in the 7th house in itself, if that is planet Mercury, it is best. But even if it is going to be some other planet, and individually planets like Saturn and Mercury are strengthened, you can be very good in the business as well. And all the like characteristics of the spouse, character, personality, all of that can be easily decoded through the innate nature of the 7th house planet. So if it is Mercury, the person might be very intelligent. If it is Venus, good looks, charming, very well suited in maintaining the relationship and all. If Saturn, very mature, very wise. So this is how you will find. So 7th lord in the 7th house in itself, that means all the answers are restored over there. So again, just because we were talking about the impact of the marriage in your life, so this is one such kind of combination where you have to approach to your spouse, and you have to be equally responsible towards the matrimonial matters. If you will leave it aside, don't expect your partner to come running after you. So you have to be equally responsible, and yeah, you have to be responsible and aware regarding your duties towards the marriage and towards the spouse. Now guys, if the 7th lord is going to be placed in the 8th house, again this also tells about the same thing. There might be a gap in the lifespan. So this could be a case, one person might die at 70 and other person might die at 95. So that means, and again guys, all these things which I am saying right now, it might not matter a lot to you right now if you're young, but imagine when you're in that old age, when everyone is their own way, your kids have grown, they are like busy in their own life. I talk to many old people, many senior people, all what they want is to someone to talk to. So that is the reason. It's like 7th lord in the 8th house, the Manglik yoga, all of that is not considered as good. All that scaremongering and fear mongering around the 7th lord being in the 8th house and Manglik dosha, Mars in the 8th house, is because of this only. That one of see, again, it's not about that you are responsible for the death of another person or another person is responsible for your life. It's just like that there might be a gap. 7th lord in the 8th house, that also tells about see again, there might be secrecy in the marriage. Your partner might not be very comfortable in revealing everything. Your partner might have some secretive parallel source of income or a past or a history. This also tells about it. So in terms of the joint resources and how your partner blend or you blend with your in-laws, for that we have to see the dignity of this planet. But again guys, 7th lord being in the 8th house, it's a secretive, it's a dark, mysterious kind of placement where remedies need to be performed. That's all what I can say. I will not say that marriage will not work. I will not say that your partner will cheat on you, your partner will betray you. It's just like that. There will be uncertainty all the time, unpredictability all the time, and marriage will demand and require your attention. Otherwise, if you feel and think, see, the problem with these kind of malefic houses is that, and the malefic planet is that, they are hard bent on retribution. If you will compare them with the benefic planets like Venus, Moon, Jupiter, they're like forgiving planet. So even if like your partner knows that you're cheating on him or her, she might forgive you. But if it is malefic planet, if it is like 8th house, okay, you are doing that, I will also do the same. If you are like doing, and through your actions you are giving me pain, I will do the same to you. So that's what the problem with the malefic planet is, that they can be filled with vengeance, revenge, secrecy, retribution. So this is the area where you have to be careful. Your partner might be slightly intuitive, psychic as well, and very ritualistic. So not to harm you, I mean to say, sometimes where like I also come across all those kind of weird emails, you know, I feel my wife has done black magic on me. So it might be one such kind of placement. All the possibilities with 8th house, it's dark. Again, I do not want to say or sugarcoat things just to make you feel good. If this is what the combination you have in your chart, and the same pattern is getting repeated in the D9 chart, your Dara Karak is also afflicted, then you have to be careful, guys. Now let's say, for example, if your 7th lord is placed in the 9th house. So guys, this is a very good placement. Your partner might be very religious. Your partner will be religious, and your partner and the marriage will play a very significant role in activating your fortune. Many things which have been locked or inaccessible to you, immediate after marriage, they will start happening in your life for sure. Your partner, again, depending on the nature of this 7th lord planet, so your partner might have kind of a see, this will determine how your partner will get along with your father or with your family. So that also we have to see with the innate nature of the 7th lord planet. Along with that, guys, yes, after the marriage there will be the prospects of travels, and this could be religious in nature. You might also get a chance for foreign settlement as well with this kind of placement. I've seen many people while filing their visa and all, they make their wife or their spouse as the primary applicant and all. So all that possibilities are out there. But one thing is for sure, that it straight away impacts your bhagya, your fortune. Now, if your 7th lord is going to be placed in the 10th house, that generally tells about that your partner might be very good in his or her career, and the prestige or reputation of your partner will support you or contribute to you in your life as well. So marriage or the partner bring lot of the reputation, prestige. Along with that, I have also seen in many cases that you were struggling to get that promotion, to rise in your life, and immediate after the marriage you somehow rise. You are seen as a successful power couple in the society. So this is one such kind of combination which supports it. But again, guys, the concern is that if again it's going to be the malefic planet, and let's say, for example, in the life, if one person start lagging behind, the partner might be, or other person might be so overly ambitious, in certain cases the marriages might not work out because one person is over exceeded expectation in terms of the career success. So again, this generally happens more with the malefic planets. Benefic planets like Moon, Mercury, Jupiter, Venus are very forgiving, are very adjustable. But with the malefic planet and with the combination, then you have to see how it is impacting. Now guys, let's say, for example, 7th lord is placed in the 11th house, one of the very good placement. It's just like that. Marriage will fulfill lot of your wishes. Many material things like buying a house, buying a car, many things will start happening immediate after marriage. And this also tells about that whatever your ideal image was, that okay, my partner has to be like this, my partner has to have these virtues, you will find that partner. So generally the way it has been written in the classics is that with 7th lord being in the 11th house, you get a very virtuous partner who is going to have many good qualities. And again, guys, when we talk about qualities and virtues, these are the things which you do not get to know on just 1 or 2 dates or just talking over the phone randomly. like once in a while. So once you start living together, then the real qualities start coming on the surface, and this has been seen as a placement where the partner tend to remain very virtuous. And also it's like your partner, because of the partner or the marriage, you get a easy access to many clubs, many groups, in many communities. They accept you because of your matrimonial life, or the qualities of your partner, qualities of your spouse, and your partner takes you to many successful places and venues and all. So it's a very good placement. Because guys, again, the 11 and the 5 combination, it has gone 5 places ahead of it. So this could be a case that even in the past life, this was back in your mind that okay, my partner has to be like this. This was your ideal wish in your mind, in your heart, to get a partner like this. So that wish is getting fulfilled. Now guys, if the 7th lord is there in the 12th house, so again, this tells about the partner might have slight health concern. Partner might be missing in major portion of the life. This could be because of the health issue. This could be that you are in army, you are in military, half of the time you are traveling, and the partner cannot be with you because you are being deployed in certain postings. And see guys, there will be secrecy, there will be slight concern of the secrecy, and in certain cases it has also been seen that the conjugal bliss, because one of the person tend to remain very spiritual, very religious. So because of which the general camaraderie in the relationship or the intimacy in the relationship might be missing. But in most of the cases where for the foreign settlement, the partner or the marriage played a significant role, this could be connected like that as well. So yes guys, Venus is strengthened in the transit right now, and we are celebrating Venus, the beauty of Venus, because of which today we had our discussion on Venus's placement in different houses. I will look forward to another topic connected with the marriage, love, romance, Pur Punya in the next couple of days. So once again guys, thanks a lot for watching this video, and for further more updates and notification on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account. Dhanyavad.